This is the second episode of the game about death. Oh no, that shit. Hello, it's Victor from Grautism channel again, and this is the second episode of Death Stranding. Okay, so last time we connected this first node to the UCA, and now we have to go to the... Now we have to go to where? Ah, we have to take a job from the terminal before it... Okay.
Hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity. Should prove useful. Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
So I will take 4 of them. Take on orders. Orders for some. Deliver rare metal to load all F auto arrange cargo. Confirm. Okay, I hope there's no BTs on the way. Oh wait, maybe we should mark the way. We can go from here to here, because here is a ladder. Then we can go straight in line. We have 2 ladders. We can go here and go straight here. What was that sound? Okay, there are... Oh shit, terrorists. They weren't here before.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been paid. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Why? Come on, come on, come on, get up. Run, 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 run. Off these silly little things, and they will stop chasing us. Oh, and now the rain. Great.
News gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs. Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
I'm trying. I'm gonna go straight into the BT's territory. Okay, I can see the distribution center, but let's try not to kill ourselves. Oh shit. We're in the BT's territory. Let's go. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Fuck. Leave me alone. Leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave. Shake it off, 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 shake it off. No, 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 no. Okay, we're alive, not for long. No, not in the water, please. Fuck, shit, no. Oh, great. Now we have to face the whale. Oh my god. I can say goodbye to our 0 damage for the cargo. Okay, we're on the good side of the river. Deliver the cargo and go rest.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
First goal for this episode is reach. We've reached the distribution center. Second, we will go there to the wind farm, activate terminal, and make delivery. Deliver requested cargo. Confirm.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Thanks. Can't imagine how you managed to haul this stuff through BTville. Wait, Sam? As in Sam Porter, that legendary delivery guy?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be.
Oh, and if someone is... if someone would ask why all guys have the Santa Claus hats, I'm just recording after the Christmas. 31% of damage. That's too bad. And another not connected. Yay.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Okay, I now have access to other
Looks like we're on
players'
the chiral
structures.
And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Let's get some rest.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A steel mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb, a process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Yeah. So all we do now is rest.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, 4, oh, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while
Okay.
you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Okay, so let's check our email. Something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have robbed our perception of the passage of time. Whatever. Mail. Benjamin Hancock. Sorry Sam, bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare materials, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid you've got some bad news for you though. That bike you saw outside, its battery is dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up, and I've got some more bad news for you too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy George Button over the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching around being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. Nice words, and there's the button. And now what? And now I can just go...
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
System woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Stealing package from a terrorist's recovery printer interface.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one.
Let's go! That's gonna be fun. We have no weapons yet.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Nice.
I have to fight some armed guys without my own weapon and steal from them very precious things. What could go wrong?
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Okay, so let's build a watchtower and see what happens. Okay, so it's built and now we can use it to check where's the... Okay, this is our target and we have to get there without triggering the mules.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
And we have it. Printer interface, carry on the back. Auto arrange cargo, confirm. And let's get out of here. Oh, they saw me.
Okay, Sam. Grab the cargo and get the hell out of there.
Run, 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 run.
Run, Barry, run.
Okay, it was easier than I thought it would be. And we are safe. Or no, ouch. Okay.
Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
Let's deliver the, not this way, spiral interface to our friend and let's go for another knots.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities. Good
3
work, Sam.
stars.
It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Okay, so let's take the new order. Fabricate equipment. Oh, let's make ourselves new boots. Take on orders. Orders for Sam. Collection of chiral crystals. Head out.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these 3 things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Everything looks very nice, but where's the new director's cut content?
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Well, I just found the crystals, so I'm gonna collect those and I can go back. Half-Life reference.
Sam, chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal and drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Okay. Recycle chiral crystals. 1. Okay, let's make it some nice number.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
The chiral crystals can be
These
deposited.
local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Yo, we got a present.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
BC.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
And let's take new order. Power supply delivered to wind farm. Select. Load all. If auto arrange cargo to be sure everything's good, and let's go to the wind farm so we could charge our electrical bike. We have to go here through the forest, which is filled with BTs, and then to the supply farm. Chiralium, like dark matter, was born along with our universe and has existed ever since, just not in the dimension we were able to perceive. Chiral matter is not affected by the passage of time. As far as these particles are concerned, none has elapsed since the Big Bang. But what we have to do now is to go to the wind farm, and maybe we should build a bridge here, because we could use one. Complete structure, metal, add materials, confirm, and let the magic begin.
Just so you know, Sam, distro centers and the like are stocked with materials you can use to fabricate equipment. You can also take what you need to build structures. That said, there are limits to what each facility can spare. Check their terminals to see what they are.
Nice. And now we can go to the wind farm. You might think that the BTs are gonna kill us. Mark A2 reached. Memory chip.
Sam, if you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
We are near the marker 3, but we are also near to the BTs. Okay, I'll say this is rope time. Oh shit. I can stand the rain, but no the BTs. No, 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 no. We've made it till the farm with no unnecessary fights. Unnecessary messy fights.
Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BTs, the Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
How's the BB? Very nice. And let's make our delivery.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Incredible. How'd you get this here? You fly?
Percent damage. With the BTs attacking, I'm proud of myself. New title earned. People think of you as a porter who can be relied upon for basic orders, but with time and effort you may one day be recognized as a true legend.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
I can now build generators on PCC, that's what I was fighting for.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Let's take new order.
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our... By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
Sam, you can use share lockers to exchange cargo with other porters.
And what's the memory chip? Share memory chip data.
I am a dog. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
POV link of God of War original video game soundtrack. What?
Say what?
I'm gonna be playing God of War on this channel, but not yet. Let's take new orders.
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
That's a request for material transport. By helping a facility replenish its stores, you'll gain access to a greater share of the materials on site. Give, and you shall receive.
Okay, so let's take all of them because they're not gonna be too heavy. Wait, this is where? This is to Way Station. Cancel the selected order. This is to Capital Knot City. Cancel the selected order. And this is to Power Supply Inspection Tools. Accept orders. Load all. Auto arrange cargo. Confirm. Head out. Okay, so we have to go back to the BTs, to the distribution center. It's one of the best ways I could choose. You know, I plan, after finishing the plot that I want to record, I plan to do streams for doing just side quests and chilling in the game, and we deliver.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
Let's give our BB a rest and then we'll go. Let's go for the Capital Knot City.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. There's just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
Okay, but let's check. There will be some deliveries to the Capital Knot City. Forest fossil samples. It's it's really that heavy. It's not even on overload.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
Let the charging begin. So let's go.
Sam, I hate to say it, but I've got a high priority request. While this has nothing to do with our network expansion operations, it's still a major cause for concern. You can pick up the order via the terminal at Capital Knot's Western Distro Center. Let's save the detailed briefing until then. Don't delay, Sam. This one's important.
The battery has run out. But no BTs on the way. So I think that's a success. Okay, and let's go. And we're here.
Sam, first deliver your cargo, then you can take on new requests.
Looks like some cargo has been transported to its destination on your behalf. You can access the share locker to collect it.
Sam, managed to get that bonus, huh? Wear it with pride. That hat's reserved for Bridges staff who've gone above and beyond. Head on down to you.
Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon.
Finally.
Prototypes of her design form a part of your next shipment. A delivery of relief supplies for the people of Port Knot City. Port Knot City is a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide people with the means to defend themselves when traveling outside the city limits. The shipment also includes a variety of medicines, as well as human sperm and egg samples. These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic diversity as they were donated by civilians living outside the major population centers. By taking advantage of chiralium's temporal properties, we can ensure they remain viable for as long as required. After the shipment's been processed, connect the Cupid. Now, once that's done, the entire region will be integrated into the chiral network. Afterwards, you'll be pushing on to Lake Knot City. So we've included relief supplies for the people there as well. Of course, to get there, you'll need to cross over the lake in between. Details on that will be in a second order you'll need to accept then. Without a doubt, this will be your longest run for us to date. Make sure you've got everything you need.
Okay, let's rest in the private room first. Bike in repair. New order for Sam. 8 package delivery, Port Knot City.
That's a transfusion bag containing blood drawn from you. While equipped, it'll gradually replenish yours.
Sam, this is our first attempt at developing an anti-BT weapon. I had to work fast with what we had, so they're basically modified hand grenades. At least, that's how they're meant to function. They've never actually been tested in the field. Who knows? You might be the first person to kill a BT. And wouldn't that be something? But, even if they do work, don't forget that they're fueled by your blood. Use too much and you'll give yourself anemia.
Okay, I will take 4 grenades and 4 blood bags.
To help you get comfortable with your weapons, we've set up a firing range. It's the perfect place to familiarize yourself with new equipment or brush up on your marksmanship. You can access the range at any time via a delivery terminal. We've also added an order to encourage you to practice with your new weapon. Better to learn how to use it in a safe environment than when your life is at stake, am I right? Hard work pays off in the end.
Okay, so we've completed the goal for today's episode. We've connected the distribution center at the wind farm, and I think this would be the good moment to end this video. We will go to the Port Knot City in the next one. Remember to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!